Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Brando, back with another video, and today, guys, I've got something really special for y'all. A lot of requests I've gotten in my DMs and Instagram and all that for people asking for this video. It's my best free plugins list I could find. All of these sounds are going to be some of my favorite presets from each VST here. All of them are free, except for, obviously, the paid bonuses you see here. Let's get into it. So the first VST we have here in the guitar section is going to be the Shredded 3 Strides for you from the Contact 6 player. Of course, you have all these presets in here. It's a really good guitar emulation. You can change the 4 strings, the hand positions, all sorts of stuff in here. You can change performance styles, your strumming, your articulations, everything you need in here. And this is what one of the presets will sound like inside of your DAW. The second guitar VST we have here is called Solaris GTR Lite. It's more of an ambient, like, reverb, delayed guitar type of preset. Usually you'd probably use this in sort of ambient, like, very lo-fi-ish sounding beats. As you can see, this is what it looks like in your DAW, and this is what the default preset will sound like. The third VST that we have here in the guitar section is going to be Haunted Guitar Lite by Electronic Sound Lab. As you can see, there's a bunch of presets in here. There's not a whole lot, but each one has their own kind of ambient, reverb, creepy feel. This is what one of the presets will sound like inside of your DAW. The final actual guitar VST that we're going to have in this list is going to be Ample Guitar Lite. You have a lot of things you can do in here. You can customize your own strumming patterns. You can put effects pedals on everything, including wah, reverb, delay, phaser, chorus, EQ, overdrive, and compression. And you can individually tune each of these strings. In my opinion, this is the best acoustic guitar emulation out there. And this is what the main preset will sound like in your DAW. And another guitar throw-in we have here is going to be Ample Bass P Lite. As you can see, there's tabs and stuff in here. There's not a whole lot of editing you can do with this. It's just a really mainstream bass guitar emulation. And this is what just those root notes of those chords we were playing earlier would sound like on the bass. So that's it for guitars. Let's move on to synth wavetables. One of my personal favorites you're going to find is going to be Analog Lab Play. As you can see, we have a bunch of stuff in here. This is mainly a player instead of really just a synth wavetable. You've got a whole lot of stuff in here. A bunch of packs you can use, including some free ones. And this is what many of the thousands of presets could possibly sound like. The second plugin we have for the synth wavetables is a bit of an underdog in my opinion. It's called Tall Noisemaker. As you can see, it has different sections like arps, basses, drums, effects, leads, keys, everything you'd possibly want. And you can change sort of the waves and everything in here. You've got 3 oscillators you can work with, filters, amps, all sorts of effects you can put on things. And this is how it'll sound. I could see this mainly working for Osama-san type beats and a lot of opium style stuff. The next one on this list, we've got Yuhi Tyrell N6. This is a German 1986 emulation. As you can see, there's endless presets here, all sorts of endless possibilities you can make here. The sound design is incredible. As you can see, this is what it looks like in your DAW. And this is what the Dyson preset is going to sound like. For the next plugin on this list, we have the Synthmaster Player. This is more of not just a synth wavetable, but this is more of like a player, like Analog Lab Play would be. It's got all sorts of sounds in here for all sorts of styles, all sorts of banks and stuff that you can import as well, all sorts of different sound effects. And this is what one of the presets would sound like inside your DAW. For the next preset on this list, and VST, we have Vital. Vital is probably the most powerful free serum alternative you'll ever actually find out there. Endless customization. Of course, you can import different banks. I have a serum skin on this. You can put all sorts of skins on this. This preset that we're going to be using is actually from one of my personal Vital sound design banks. And this is what it'll sound like inside your DAW. Very cool and very powerful, if I do say so myself. The last one we have on this list for wavetable synthesizers is VK1 Viking. This is going to be more of an underdog in my opinion as well, along with Tall Noisemaker. Really cool sounds in here. This is more like video game style stuff. Not a whole lot that you can do with this, but it's still very customizable. And this is the best preset that I could make, just fooling around with everything and seeing what it sounds like. Now let's move on to our pianos. So the next plugin we have is a sine player. Obviously, as you can see, endless bundles you can purchase here. Some are free, some are not. This is going to be the grand piano preset, and this is what it's going to sound like inside of your DAW. For the second preset here we have, and VST, we have Keyzone Classic. It's a bit of an oldie but a goodie. Of course, we have the Steinway piano preset. There's not a whole lot of actual customization you can do in here. There's just a few presets. Of course, you have reverb, detunes, volumes, all sorts of things. You can make this sound like a pad if you wanted to. And this is what it would sound like in your DAW. For the third piano we have in here, we have Spitfire Audio's Labs. Obviously, this is going to be a free sort of player as well, along with Sine and all of the other wavetable things that we talked about that are players. This is going to be your capstan upright tape piano, and this is what it would sound like inside of your DAW. For the fourth and final piano, we have Electronic Sound Labs Creepy Piano 3 Lite. This is more of like a horror game style sound design piano, I would say, but you can still make some really crazy pad sounding pianos with this. And this is what one of the presets would sound like. Now let's move on to some paid bonuses. Of course, we're going to have to put this on here. Expand 2, in my opinion, my favorite plugin I've ever used. Super easy, endless presets as you can see in here. Hundreds, maybe at least 1,000 presets inside Expand, endless sound design, and I also have external banks that you can get from BroBeats' website. Very, very customizable. One of my favorite things I've ever used. This is what the Dirty 56 Strat preset would sound like in Expand. One of my favorite all-time guitar VST sounds. You can pick this up for around $99 to $100, but it goes on sale for around $10 to $15 all the time. For the next paid plugin, these are all from Air Soundworks. You have Loom 2. Loom 2 is more of like an electronic music sound design piece itself. I like to use the pads and moving pads, bells, stuff like that. Really adds textures to the beats, and you can customize each individual effect that goes on here with morphs. You've got sounds, dynamics, modulations, everything you would kind of need. This is what one of the moving pad presets would sound like. Very ambient, but also very, very texturally efficient. The next preset we're going to have from Air Soundworks and VST is Riser. This is more of an electronic music sort of like effects slash, like I would say, I don't really know. This is more of like a riser, fall, swell kind of EDM intro slash lead up type of sound. And this is what one of the basic sounds would sound like. Very basic, more of just like an EDM sort of style plugin. The next and final preset that we have here from Air Soundworks is going to be Vacuum Pro. This is going to be one of the oldie but goodie presets that are going to be in this one. This is going to be Bruce's VTO. This is a not really very old VST, but it's not very commonly used anymore. And this is what one of the art presets would sound like in your DAW. So that's going to be it for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I'll drop a link to my BeatStars, ProdBrando 017. There's plenty of beats you can get over there for cheap quality prices. I'll leave a link to my drum kit. It has 300 sounds, 808 snares, one-shots, anything you would need if your computer can't run plugins, or it doesn't have enough power to run plugins, or you don't have money for them. And I'll leave a link to my sample website just so you can check out all the things that I've used and some things that you can buy for yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.